Okay, so on to the next track in Sammy's Pitch Invader 535 mini-series, man. This one over here is Bruce Springsteen, and we're going to hear his River song. All we've heard so far is River songs. The very first one was, which one was it? Alter Bridge, Cry Me a River. Number 2 was Bon Jovi, River Runs Dry. So in Alter Bridge, someone was crying a river. In Bon Jovi's, the river ran dry. And now in Bruce Springsteen, it's just about the river. So maybe he's talking about Bon Jovi's river. That ran dry. Anyway, for those of you who are only joining us now, I'd suggest you go back to the very first River song so you can follow along. Let's go, man. Let's see what we got. Let's go. The series has got a very nice flow to it, though.
I come from down in the valley, where mister, when you're young, they bring you up to do like your daddy done. Me and Mary, we met in high school, and she was just 17. We drive out of this valley down to where fields were green.
Hey.
We go down to the river, and into the river we dive.
Hey.
Oh, down to the river we ride. Then I got married, pregnant, and man.
See how it happens. You see what happens when you go to rivers, man. Just see what happens when you go to rivers. You get people pregnant when you go to rivers. Do you know what I mean? I like over here because this is kind of like the connecting point between his childhood and his older self, essentially. That river, because that's, I mean, why would he title that? Because it obviously there's a nostalgic element to it, right? So what actually happens is metaphorically that line becomes the actual it's like the line of his life. It's like the through line of his life. Like he looks at as that river as all of his memories kind of like stacked up on there, kind of like a Gantt chart. Not a Gantt chart. Gantt chart's more production based, where it's like tasks follow each other. Sure, but I'm saying, but it's like that, but in memories essentially. So like when he was a child, he did this, and then he grew up and he met her and he did this, and and that kind of thing. And it's almost like that. Sort of timeline of his entire life going back, but it's that river is his timeline. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't know. You let me know what you think down below.
Then I got married, pregnant, and man, that was all she wrote. And for my 19th birthday, I got a union card and a wedding coat. We went down to the courthouse, and the judge put it all to rest. No wedding day smiles, no walk down the aisle, no flowers, no wedding dress.
Wow.
That night we went down to the river, then into the river we died.
So he basically just, okay, so everything was happening too fucking fast, essentially, where he didn't have the traditional wedding, he didn't have the flowers, didn't have the ceremony, didn't have anything. He literally just went down and put it all to rest. I'm not entirely sure if he actually just got married in court like that, just to sort of confirm the marriage, because now there was a child that was coming into the marriage as well, essentially. So I think he might be speaking on that side. I don't think he's speaking of like the judge put it to rest in terms of like, okay, sure, he's got to pay alimony. And I don't think he ever wanted to leave her either. So I definitely think he just put it to rest. Say, okay, this is your life now. It's a child, it's the woman, you're married. Get on with it. Let's go.
To the river, then into the river we dive. Oh, down to the river we did ride. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I've got to try that. I have to. I've got one of them too, man. I don't know. It's when I went to the actual instrument shop, they literally told me, what note do you want? Do you want the G or do you want the H? I'm not entirely sure which one they said. And I'm like, let's see, this is the G. There's actually got a little G there. All right, that means absolutely nothing to me. I don't know what that means, right? But wait, let me, you know what I mean? I'm a protege. Let me just listen to how he played that. Hold tight. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let me just do that. Yeah. That was close enough though. Let's be real. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was close enough. That was almost indistinguishable from the original. Let's just be real. You know what I mean? I'm good at this fucking instrument, man. Let's go. The sound though, the old American country sound.
I got a job working construction for the Johnstown Company, but lately there ain't been much work on account of the economy.
Damn you, Joe Biden! I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. This is obviously a very long time ago. You know what I mean? I don't know. To be fair, I don't know who was in power. When was the song released? We can make fun of him then. Who was it? Nixon, maybe? Maybe it was Nixon. Damn you, Nixon. Could have been Nixon. I don't know. This guy.
But lately there ain't been much work on account of the economy. Now it seems so important. Well, mister, they vanished right into the air. Now I just act like I don't remember. Mary acts like she don't care. But I remember a
natural progression of a married laugh. You know what I mean? I just act like I don't remember. She just acts like she doesn't care. Let's go.
Riding in my brother's car, her body tan and wet down at the reservoir. At night on them banks I'd lie awake and pull her close just to feel each breath she'd take. Now those memories come back to haunt me. They haunt me like a curse. Is a dream a lie that don't come true? Or is it something worse that sends?
Oh, that is a fire line over there. Is a dream a lie if it doesn't come true, or is it something worse? You know what I mean? So if you have a dream that doesn't come true, is it worse than just it being a lie? It's like, you know, if it doesn't come true, you could either see it as, okay, it was bullshit, it was just never attainable, it doesn't matter, right? But that idea that that dream is attainable and yet you weren't able to actually sort of materialize that dream, right? How hard does that hit? Maybe that's something worth. Maybe that's a massive failure on your part. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it's a missed opportunity that, you know, that you will regret on your deathbed. Fire. I actually really like that. Very cool line. Play.
True, or is it something worse that sends me down to the river? Oh, I know the river is dry. That sends me down to the river tonight. Down to the river, my baby and I. Oh, down to the river.
Beautiful song.
Right.
What a beautiful song. beautiful song, man. This might be my favorites of the series, seriously. Genuinely, this might be my favorite of the series. What an amazing song. I love the fact that he used that river as a timeline. I love the fact that the focal point was the river. Because also you tend to think that that river was the thing that gave him tranquility, right? He'd go there, he'd stare at the water, out into the water and things like that. So it was like a sense of tranquility when he was younger. And as he grew older, the river remained there, right? But as he grew older, it almost seems like the more he was physically depleting and the more he was mentally depleting, so was the river. Do you know what I mean? So it got to a point where he ended off the song where he says, we go down to the river, but that river is dry. That river once ran. Do you know what I mean? And that's where it brings the whole nostalgia, those beautiful moments. He kept thinking about that. And it's almost like, just like he grew and just like his life was slowly being sort of drip away to the point where he, you know, he dies, so was that river. That river was the very center point of his life that actually gave him something. That's where he went there to dream. That's where he went there to love. That's where he went there to think. That's where he went there to get some sort of peace. All of that was surrounding around that river. So it became a timeline of his life, right? And as he got to the end of his timeline, that river got to the end of its timeline, essentially where it dried out. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below, but that was a beautiful song. That might very well be one of my favorite. Look, so far, it's amazing. It's a podium series, right? I love this over here. Someone asked, how big is this podium? It's massive. It's a participation podium. Everybody wins. No, they don't really, right? But I get to put them on the podium in terms of like, these are the greatest ones. I will obviously sort of like, I'm going to have to go and siphon through all of them and be like, okay, this one's definitely like the highlight, right? I've made notes. I know what I'm doing over here. I've made notes. Do you know what I mean? But that over there was absolutely beautiful. You guys let me know what you think down below. And I'll catch you on the very next River song in the next one. Peace.